Alrighty, g'day everyone and welcome. Hope everyone is well. Before we do begin though, just draw your attention to the standard disclaimer that says everything is for educational purposes only. Alrighty, g'day everyone and welcome. And you are responsible for your trading decisions. Alrighty, so welcome to Wednesday, Traders Workshop, day of the week where we get to pull apart other concepts that we don't normally get to talk about in the regular streams. So 15 or 20 minutes worth, and then we'll jump into the charts again and have a look at what we're seeing for today. So quite often some of the members or students of mine will send in a chart that they're looking at with some observations. It could be market structure, it could be a setup that they're looking at, a setup that they took, and with the view that we all pull it apart together and see what sort of lessons we can glean out of that. So today I've got a couple of charts from Ben, and we're going to have a look at those two. May not get a chance to have a look at the second one, but we'll certainly have a look at the first one, and let's see what he's seen, and let's see what else we can add to that. If anything, of course. So let's have a look. So let's jump in, folks. Just bear with me. All right, excuse me. So Ben has got here his pound New Zealand idea. Let me just bring up my... All right, so I will jump to each chart, but he's got his daily chart here. He's got his 60-minute here, his weekly here, and his 240 here. So you can see he's got one main chart with all of his info on it, which is great. Let's have a look at what we can take away from each of these in order. So let me just jump through to his higher time frame first, if I can get to it quickly. All right, so let's have a look at the weekly. All right, so here's his weekly chart. So we can see through here, Ben has written, he's got a nice inverse head and shoulders pattern with a break of the neckline and or a Dow theory entry on the weekly. All right, very good. So we can clearly see he's identified the inverted head and shoulders here, which is great. Now it's a weekly chart, so a very big pattern. So we would expect that this would probably have a bit of potential. So let's have a look at anything else we see. There's not really anything else through here. We can clearly see, that he's drawn his fibs through here. Now I would suggest it's from there, which is probably right. This looks like a bit of a, data error or something like that. So we'll get rid of that. So he's drawn his pullback in here, which is great. All right, so we can clearly see we're in between the 50 and the 61. So in terms of trend integrity, we're still there. Not sure what that moving average is. No doubt I'll probably see it on one of his other charts. It might be a 50. In any case, we've got, let's have a look at where the weekly anchor is for start. So let's have a good, so the things we want to identify is trend, momentum, pattern, and short-term bar analysis. These are the things that we want to look at in particular order. Let me see if I can actually bring that up. Okay, so we've got our analysis checklist here. So when we go through and have a look at a chart, what are the things that we want to have a look at? So we've got the higher time frame chart here. We want to have a look at trend. What state is the trend? Is it extended? And a few other things. We want to have a look at market structure, momentum, pattern, and short-term bar analysis. And then we want to go through and do the same with that on all of the time frames. So let's have a quick look at the trend. So the trend, we've got the trend anchor is right here. All right, so it looks to me like here we possibly didn't get price acceptance through here. Let's say we did, and we're now in a downtrending state. We've got the pullback here. So when price breaks the low here, here's our anchor, goes from here to here, and then now to here. So that's the point at which it enters the downtrend. Oops, can't draw my arrows that well, can I? So in terms of trend, downtrending, there's the anchor. So prices come through. Yeah, we've definitely got price acceptance here. So we're now back uptrending on the weekly chart. Got the pullback through here. So another little pullback here. We can see probably to the 61. So that's good. So far, we've got the trend integrity here in terms of pullbacks. So then we've got momentum. We can clearly see momentum is up. We can clearly see this looks like, I think he's got an 8 and a 21 EMA from memory, which is good, what I saw before. So the 8 here, got the 21 here. Oh, there, Ben. So, you know, we're certainly well underway. So there's no doubt about that. But we're at the start of that early momentum state. Now, in terms of the 8, we're about this far apart. You know, can it maintain that? Yes, it can. Look, it can maintain that for a while. So it's important to go back and have a look at past history to see, well, you know, can the trend continue at that sort of pace, you know, away from the 8? And the answer is yes, it can. So we've got momentum on our side. We're early momentum. We've got the pattern that Ben's identified. Short-term bar analysis, let's have a look. Got our bar chart here, so that makes it a little bit more difficult. Got a little pause here. We've got a classic breakout here. So for all intents and purposes, we have to expect that this is probably going to hold, albeit maybe a small pullback in there, right, from what we've got. What else can we add here? Right, so what I probably would add, retracements through here, see where that is, because if it's at the 61 here, 61.8 through here, there's a chance that it could, you know, pause here before it breaks. That could be enough to take us out. All right, so that's what I'm seeing on the higher time frame there. Let's drill down. Let's go back and have a look at what we're seeing on the daily. Okay, so there's the daily chart. So we can clearly see here the head and shoulders. So let's read out. So we've got the orders in. We've got a continuation of the trend. Let me just drill down. All right, so let's first have a look at our trend. So the trend here entered downtrend. Here's the last point through here. This looks like the anchor through here. We're through, so we're uptrending. Where's the anchor? It's here. So we're still uptrending. This whole price action here is just ranging. So there's the swing there by the look of it. So we're ranging. As soon as we break through the high there, we're maintaining the range. You can see a nice little cut with handle there as well. Excuse me. So I've got a pattern within the pattern, which is great. So the trend is definitely up. Trend is relatively stable. A nice little pullback through here. Got the break through here in terms of just natural support and resistance. Could be an outside bar here, closing at the low. This is the daily chart. Here's the 8. Here's the 21. So we're kind of in, and we've got the pullback there. So yes, the early sort of momentum would be here. So we're pulling back in here now. As I said before, it would be nice to maybe even see a couple of bars back and even a false break under here for those retail, which we are. But the big picture pattern traders that would have gone long on this head and shoulders and probably got their stop here. So they're going to take that out and then go. That's often what happens. But so far so good. So got our down bar here. Hi there, Multi. They've got a push through here, holding here. So I've got a little harami here. We actually got a break above that here. Okay. So holding the 8, so we're in a high momentum state. First breakout through, so the breakout through here, the first pullback. So far so good. Let's see what we've got. So Ben's got an order above the inside bar here. So we've got the order is in, continuation of the trend, break the neckline. Yep, so you can see he's listing out his thought process or the resistance line. Counter trend entry on the ABC in a trending market. Good, so you've got the counter trend entry through here. Looking to secure 75% of the profits in the rectangle. Yep, good. With the stop adjusted to cover 50% of remaining profits and trail the stop. All right, so very good. Let's have a look at any obvious. All right, so this is the daily chart. So we've got an obvious level through there. We've got old support here, which may act, but really, the bigger ones are through here. And you've heard me talk about, the daily support and resistance. They're going to be the better levels, aren't they? Don't be picking out little ones like that. They're not relevant. Okay. These ones through here, and maybe one through there covering all of those. That sort of thing. Don't pick out every one here. I really wouldn't even consider any of those here, yes. All right. Otherwise you just end up with too many. All right, so let's have a look at the 4 hour. Okay, we've got the 240-minute chart. So we can clearly see this will be the break above. So this will be the breakout through here. So we've got a nice 4-hour anchor through here. Notice price has held it. We've got our triangle through here. So this has popped and broken out. So we've got the 4-hour close above the continuation pattern. Order in and hit. So you can see he's got the pop through here. Nice big bar here. Order above that. We've got a quick rejection here, but then back again. We've actually got, so he's got that correct. We've got the swing here. Yes, we've got a swing there, so that's a valid swing. Yeah, so we've got valid swings in there. Just be careful when you're drawing your pattern lines, folks. Make sure there's actually a swing. Right, a swing lower, a swing high to anchor it off. Okay, it's definitely one there. It's one there because we've got that new low. There's a swing there. Okay, so make sure you do that. All right, so we've actually just got our little classic sort of triangle here as well. All right, or A, B, shallow C with a break above B. So he's actually ended at the same point that we would have on a classic, A, B, shallow C. Pullback through here is okay. You can see that's shallow, probably the 50. Where's he got his stop? So his stop is under here. That's okay. Once it gets moving a little bit, you can probably bring it up under here or here. So if this is the entry time frame, this is the one that the stop needs to be located under. Now, there's nothing wrong with drilling down to a smaller time frame to scale out if there's weakness against it, rather than wait for the stop here. Okay. In other words, if we've got a close here, but then we had a big outside bar against us here, and then it breaks the low of the outside bar, well, really, you should be starting to exit the trade. Okay, starting to scale out, trying to avoid the full stop out. So this is okay. I'm only concerned with this one, and we'll have a look at my own chart in a moment. But, Ben uses the bar chart, so we can clearly see the swings a lot better. And look, I'm used to these as well, so I can see the back-to-back hammer here, those sort of things. Takes a little bit, doji in there, but I'm used to that. The big outside, the open here, close here, nice outside bar. I can see that. I know the color coding that he uses as well. So this is positive. A gap down, push up, breaks through the high here. So we've got our Dow theory entry through here, and we've got our outside bar. So, for all intents and purposes, the outside bar, we'd either be expecting a move. So remember our short-term bar analysis. Either a move straight off, or maybe just a couple of bars back but holding the majority of this bar and then moving out again, okay? Would have been nice to have seen, kind of the swing in here a little bit tighter, kind of holding the 20 a bit better. That's the only thing that I would be concerned about with that one. But otherwise, looks okay. All right, let's drill down. All right, so here's Ben's 60-minute. We can see he's using the Arun. So the Arun is on side. All right, I won't go into detail with this, but it's been on side actually early, which is great. All right, if you like this one, look it up for yourself. But notice the cross here. The Arun is time-based, and I prefer this over a few others. But it's time-based here, and it crosses very early in this pattern, which is great. You'd normally expect it maybe here. All right, so anyway, that's on our side. So this is our pullback, so we can clearly see it's a little wild, the high here, pulling back, but we've certainly got momentum here, deep pullback in here. There's that gap open and the breakthrough there. We've certainly got, on the right side of the moving averages here, we've got the right look here. We've tested the high here after the break of the high. We're just pausing as well, so that's giving us a nice little, right, so we've got the push through here, and then we're just getting these inside bars here. So this is giving us a nice little pause. So for all intents and purposes, once again, we want to see that push. We don't want to see it through the low, and certainly not through that one. All right, so good effort, nice. So he's got 1 hour forming a nice cup, which it is. Also the Dow entry at the moment through here, okay? So we're using the bigger swing. So let's go and have a quick look at my chart, only because that's kind of what we're used to. Forget the weekly, the daily. Daily's okay. We did look at this one the other day, and I thought that, look, the momentum is okay. We've got railway tracks here, so nice, even momentum. Would have been slightly preferable, see the breakthrough here, to maybe see it come back and sort of correct. And we did say this the other day, correct back into the 20 on the daily, and then be looking for opportunity in there. That just kind of, it gives me a little bit more confirmation that we're in the right contextual area. Let me see if I can point one out. Though when we look back at the history on pound New Zealand, see, it does actually like to hold the short-term moving average. Okay, there's a bigger one. See this one here? That's a bit more of an extreme example. All right, something like that. And then out, but that's it. So notice here when it does pull back, and it's done this because of the big extension. This is what we want to see back into there. Notice when it gets in the 20, well, notice when it pops out, creates a beautiful little, igniting sort of area at the break of B on the daily. And unfortunately, just tagged the high and then just kind of chopped about a bit, but that was a nice area to be in. There's kind of another one, tags it, moves out. There's another one, tags it, move out. A little bit of a choppy trend on the way down. A little bit of a climactic, but tags it there, looking for shorts. So yeah, it's got a little bit of a history of, choppy behaviour. When it does trend though, it does seem to be pretty good. Look. Very, very choppy, horrible stuff. But when it trends, it holds the short term, which it's certainly done through here. Nice little pullback through here. Let's have a look at the 4 hour. Let's go and reset that. Have a look at the 4 hour chart. So we're seeing in terms of channel. So yeah, there's definitely a channel through here. You can see we're kind of in the midpoint of the channel. That's okay. We're certainly not around the high. There's the break zone. So we've got the breakout pullback. And we can see Ben had the it may have been there. Not sure. But in any case, look, we've got the breakthrough here. We've got a nice push into the high. All right, so look, so the trade is working. Got a nice outside bar here. Now, I mean, this is, mind you, where, we've now moved on a bit, haven't we? Mind you, we've moved on from the trade a bit. But I like this push, and I like this quasi-rising 3 in here as an igniting pattern. Unfortunately, we just seem to be just chopping about a little bit, but it's still certainly valid. That was the level I think we said for the stop, wasn't it? So bring the stop up under there. It's holding the 20, and there's the short term. So this is looking okay. My preference, though, you can see we've already marked this out, would be to get near the high now, you can see a bit of a swing and take that breakout entry. All right, but so far so good. So look, great analysis. And I mean, of course, we don't know, what's going to occur after it. Whether it's just going to kind of fall asleep and just grind us out. But, the point of it is we've got to be taking trades in great contextual locations. We took this one. This was on the list a while ago. We've got to be taking trades in good contextual locations to give us the best chance, don't we? So there we go. So good effort from Ben there. Great analysis. Great weight of evidence. All the way back from the weekly chart. So well done. Good effort there, Ben. And look, anyone else, if you're interested in putting your chart in just to get, even just to get confirmation of what you're thinking, please do so. That's what it's meant to be, folks. This stream, unlike some of the others that I've done in the past, if it's a bit more interactive like this, everyone will get, will get something out of it. So I'd encourage you to do that, folks. Even market structure like we've done in the past, pull it apart. Your observations on market structure, a trade you may be looking at or a trade you did, and your thinking with that trade. So I'd encourage you to do that, folks. It's certainly well worthwhile. So there we go. Alrighty, so let's jump into the charts, folks. Have a look. No, so the market's just pulling back as we expected. So S&P 500, we're still risk on. Okay, but look, we've got a little bit of an outside bar here. Back to the short-term moving average. Still expecting it back through here. Trend integrity is still okay. The Dow the same. This is the pullback that we were hoping for earlier, but it's happening now. So if we get a bottoming structure and a move out, that's when I'll be looking for longs. Not yet though. Nasdaq is not bad though. Look, we're getting the start of the cut with handle. Gap up, sold off. So we're just going to stall out a little bit, maybe. So we just need to let this play out and see. The VIX. The VIX is just pulled back and just holding here. So this is okay, a bit lower risk. Dollar index. All right, we said about this either going to pull back or move, which it's done. So that's what I'm seeing on that, folks. Nickel continues short. All right, let's have a quick look at some of the currency indices. Big move down on the yen, just pulling back. Not immediately selling off. This almost has the look of consolidating through here for a move out. So that will be interesting. The euro currency index, so just continuing long, very strong. The British pound, not sure this is the right chart, but anyway. All right, so let's have a look, folks, at what I'm seeing. Just go back to the charts that I know. NASDAQ in particular. Okay, the NASDAQ just pulling back out of that wedging structure. Still okay, so looking for that to move out. Well, so here's our corrective. Nice move up. Well, so it's certainly, we've got certainly the swings there. I'd want to see it above here. That's what we want to see. Nice shallow pullback. We don't want to see deep, sharp sell-offs. Same with NASDAQ and the S&P. All right, the euro dollar. So just pulled back, and this is actually just looking short. So we've got the pullback here. Here's the 50. We know euro likes 50% levels. Look, pullback here. Here's the 20. So it's back inside that. We've got a nice bearish outside bar. Got a nice little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So keep looking for shorts. Thanks, Ben. Ben says, appreciate that. Hope it takes off. Yeah, I mean, look, the British pound is kind of sitting there. I'll have a look at a couple of other British pairs. Remember what I said the other day about markets? When markets correct, especially the indices, I find a lot of times other markets just go to sleep. You know, well, we risk on or we risk off. What is it? They just go to sleep until we get a decisive momentum move either way. So look for continuation shorts here on euro. Well, this is not too bad through here. Look for it to test this low again. The weekly is okay. All right, so I'm happy to put that in as a short. Where's my list? Here we go. All right, so Wednesday, still risk on. Short euro dollar. Before we jump into them, let's have a look at do some recaps. So silver, yesterday we said short through here. Remember I said about this, test the 20 on the daily, look, right to it. We did say it was chewing up a lot of time, so that would have been tough in there. And you'll see what I mean. Look, nice little shakeout first, move down, so really that was the only option through there. So you know, really, you know, that was a tough one. So if you missed that, then, you know, okay, that was a hard one. We were hoping it was going to trigger at least through somewhere through here, at least, you know, give an opportunity to get there with a bit to spare. So notice when it tagged that level, look, it's just milling around. So that's the 20 on the daily. See it there? Look right on it. I've drawn the little blue line on it, so that we know the target. So you can clearly see it's respected that. And that's the thing with these moving averages, nothing special about it, but if markets are respecting it, so am I. Look at the nice separation through here. We saw that. Would have been nice to have gotten the push here though. Would have given us, you know, double the potential. Right, so that was silver that we liked. Silver we liked. Gold, let's have a look at gold. Gold's a little bit sort of in no man's land here. We're looking for this short through this level, but no, this is just kind of corrected. Let's just look, it's just wanting. So this is the V reversal that's broken now. Remember the workshop we did, and one of the criteria, well, as brought to us by Aaron, was, you know, a break of the 61. So, you know, normally the V reversal like this, and then it usually continues down. So look where we were looking to try and find entry, but we've got momentum up. So that's one of the things that can lead to failure of this pattern. It's just a macro pattern, and we're looking for, you know, micro entries off this pattern. So we've got momentum here. We had have continued through, I would have definitely said this is done and dusted. Look, there's still potential here that this could just be the corrective in here, but it's got a drop. But it's looking very much like it may continue higher. We've got this big push holding this large bar through here, and the pullback's above the moving averages. Alright, so there's really nothing to see there on that. So let's have a look at the cryptos. Alright, so Bitcoin we've been watching, and this is actually what I want to see here. I want to see it stall and digest this big move on the daily and come back into a decent area, which this is now doing. So this is good. Got the nice big push through here. So if we get back to the 20, something like that, take an entry through there, so leave it on the list. All right, so that'll give this an opportunity to drop back a bit and then start to move out tomorrow. So notice where it is in relation to those moving averages. That's what we want to see. So far so good. Uptrending it's uptrending on the 4 hour, uptrending on the daily, uptrending on the weekly. Ethereum, look, it's just testing the 20 here, but it's getting squeezed. So the only way that I would be interested in this is if we can get a break through the high. So that will break the anchor, trend anchor here. So I've put that under other analysis because it's not really A grade. So I've put it down here, other analysis. Sitting right near the 61 as well. Right, see it there. So that we want to see it above that as well. So the best that we hope for is let me draw that moving average in on the daily. Oh, it's there. See it there? Alright, so we're looking for what I call the squeeze play. Move in, squeezes into it, gives another pullback at the high, entry through there. That'll line up hopefully with that 61 as well. Alright, so if we get consolidation and a push through that level as well, that would be worthy. But just remember that. Alright, it's right there. So that's another little obstacle above. So that would be my preference, would be into that region and a break. So using that as resistance, technical resistance. The Ripple, look, just fell away. Okay, so no trade. Looking for price in this region through here. So no trade. Would I go short here? No, not really. Look, they've got the 200 straight there. All right, so what is it? What else do I like? So you'll see here, Bitcoin we just did. So I like New Zealand Swiss, dollar CAD we've been looking at, Euro we just did, Swiss Singapore I like, Ethereum we've done, and dollar Chinese yuan. So you can see these are still some of these from yesterday. So markets are just not really giving us anything. And that is part of it, folks, sitting on your hands. You can clearly see too, look, Wednesday, we had some Aussie news today, but there's nothing until later tomorrow, right, my time. Right, so right until 9 a.m, so 9.5 hours from now. So we've got no sort of drivers, but then we've certainly got something in tomorrow evening, my time. So anyway, look, it could be driven a bit more by technicals, or it could just sit and kind of go to sleep. Okay, New Zealand Swiss. All right, so just got this big this structure through here. So the weekly, well, we just got this right hand extension here. It's above the moving averages, it's okay. So the anchor's here, so we're uptrending. This is all just ranging price action, hoping that this will push push through. So the weekly's giving us the green light. The daily's giving us this consolidation structure here. Here's the daily anchor. No price acceptance, so we're still uptrending. This is all ranging price action. On the right side of the moving averages here. Thanks, Multi. You can see we're start of early momentum. So really just trying to get a setup here and look for it to test the high and potentially further. So we drill down to the 4 hour. There's that first test of the level. See it there? Excuse me, nice sharp move. We're still uptrending on the 4 hour. There's the anchor. So this is ranging price action again. Got the pullback here. Here's the 20 period. I was hoping this was going to actually pull back a little more. Allow the 20 to catch up. Take it there, but it hasn't. So really, look, I would want to maybe see just a little micro consolidation there on the 60 or the 30 or the 15. It's in there if you want to take that breakout. Otherwise, we might end up stalling out here. That would be okay. Kind of a mini cup with handle. Right, so you can see it's already moving off a little bit. We've got our single leg pullback through here. Entry would have been through there. Or as you know, Ben, the counter trend trade. Gains counter trend trade. Dollar CAD. Still watching this. There you go. So it's moved. It's broken. Sorry, I did my analysis early tonight. There's B wave that we're looking at. So that's already popped. So that was your entry there. All right, now if we had missed that one and I saw this pullback, I was going to say look for the break through the wick as the smash day. All right, so that's actually already gone. So that was it there, nice little pullback. That would have been the entry through there. All right, so should I leave it on now? Well, we've been watching this one for a couple of days. So I think this is, well look, we will leave it on from the point of view of, let's now see how it tackles this major, or this, it's not super major, look, it's not nothing on the weekly, a little bit of resistance on the daily. Let's see how it tackles the high and that resistance. Right, you can see I've got it marked out on the 4 hour as well. So okay, if you didn't get in through there, like we were looking at, then let's see how it behaves around these levels. That would be good, of course. Early entry. Otherwise, if we get a push through the high, look for that pause in there. Otherwise, this may stall out a little bit. Might give you another opportunity in there on that. But this being a key level, when you can see how the reaction there, that tells us that that's validated. We do get a single bar back there, and it doesn't break the low here. That would be worth considering that, because remember what that'll look like on the 60 or the 15. Right? Could give you a nice little shallow little base thing in there. Okay? What I'm getting at is, if this stalls out here, that might give an opportunity in that region to get in. All right, so now that we've got a nice solid push here, if you took that one, and remember here I said the stop doesn't need to be all the way under there, it can be the kind of the 61 here. you can certainly bring it under these. All right. Once it gets into this region here, look to take something off, maybe 25, 33%. You're not confident about its ability to sort of break through here, maybe consider taking 50% off. All right. Okay, dollar CAD, Swiss, Singapore. All right. So this is another mini climactic. So you've got the big extension away from the short-term moving average here. See it there? Got 100 pips. I've got a little bit of a moving average separation on the 4 hour. All right? And look, we're right at support. So that's one of the criteria. If it's at support, even better. So this is what we're looking at. See the push through there? See it's tagged the 20 and drops. So we're looking for the same. We're looking for this 20. All right, you can see it's starting to roll. This one here, start to curl up. But we've got to see price get back above it. It's already tested the short-term moving average once. We've got to see price get back above it and give us an entry here that then gives us enough room to profit. Now this is when it's only a mini climactic, see we've only got about 30 pips, similar to silver. Okay, so if those of you, if you've got access to the old workshops, if you're a member and you've got access, and you can find the old workshops where I go into detail with this pattern, it's well worth a look. All right, so when we drill down to the 60-minute, here's the 60-minute trend anchor. There's one there, one there. So we've tested it once here, a little sharp here. So what we need to see with this one, here's the 20. We've got to see price get back above. It can test this and give us the classic breakout, little cut with handle here. That would be good. Take the breakout there. That'll give enough room to get into the 20. All right, so we've got to be looking for we've got to get it back above the moving averages, because as it stands, this is where that moving average is. And you can see the amount of room. Look, we don't want to see this too far in. We've got to see it in this region, so we've got ample room to profit, with a small stop. No good getting us set up through here and our stop is down here and, we're taking profit there. All right. So here's the 20, as we said. Want to see that short-term moving average move up. So how's that going to happen? Only if price gets back above here very quickly. All right? So this could just fall away and give us nothing. That keeps us out of the trade. Dollar Chinese yuan. Well, this is a bit of an unusual one. Nice big bar on the weekly. Notice here, it hung around the 20 and then finally popped. Had a big structure here. We found trades in there previously. Big move on the daily. Huge move. Is it done with a pullback? I'm not sure. No, so we started kind of early momentum. It's done it pretty quick. So these are the ones that I'm careful that we don't end up correcting harder. All right. So that's my only concern with this. This is why I've put it down here under other analysis, because of that factor. It's just a little too sharp. All right? But when we look at it, let's be fair and let's have a look at it. All right, so the big move through here, most recent swing. Where are we? Look, right to the 61. Funny that. Whether you believe in Fibonacci or not doesn't really matter. you cannot ignore the fact that this, this huge bar, probably on news, look, is bottomed out right at the 61. There it is there. That's the line there. All right, so whether you believe it or not, the market respects it, so you know what? So am I going to. All right, so in terms of trend integrity, it's still intact. So this is a very unusual ABC. Certainly got momentum in the A leg, but what do we got in C leg? Nothing. Right. So B wave. Good buying coming in. We're back above the moving averages. We've popped this level. Right. Got a nice outside bar here. So if we get break above the high, so this is our bullish 1, 2, 3 that we've learned about in the past. That pops the high there very soon, or the next bar, that's your entry. Stop under here. If this bar here then is a momentum bar, you can bring it up under this one. All right, otherwise, we might get another couple of pauses. That's still valid, and then through. Okay. Very similar to, let me show you one of my stock trades today. Dow, here we are. Right, see it there? Don't forget all this. This is what the scans pick up. See it there? Look, pop. Entry through there, bang. Alright, so get a little weak pullback in there, absolutely. This has got power in it, right? And there's volume in it. So there's fuel's going into this. We've broken and we're holding. So let's see what we get through there. Right? There's your swing as well. So just be mindful of that on the way back up. However, just remember, with trend levels aren't as strong. But notice that one, the 50%, it's pausing there. Okay, and there's the 61. All right. So that's what I'm seeing on that one, folks. Let's have a look at the 60-minute. Oh, look, beautiful little consolidation. All right. What's not to like? Look, holding that bar, holding well and truly above 50%. It's got potential. Right, but to be safe, as I said, your stop needs to go here in case, we get the nice big bar here and then we get, another little fake out here. With the hammer, takes everybody out, all the short-term ones out through there, and then it goes again. I'm sure a few of you have been caught in those. So that's what I'm seeing, folks. Bit of a mixed bag today. All right. So what I'm doing though with that, this is a concern, but I'm using this pattern to lean off to give me an entry, a higher probability entry. All right. So that's what I'm seeing, folks. We did silver recap. Those ones, no good. They just didn't trigger. All right. It's not like they were losers, but they just didn't trigger. So bit of a mixed bag in there, folks. But it is what it is. Let's see what we get. Don't forget, profits come in bunches. Last week we had some great trades. This week, mediocre. When I say mediocre trades, mediocre amount of opportunity. Right? That's how trading works, folks. Look out for the watch list. Those of you that know where to find it. Otherwise, I will see everybody. Oh, very good, Ben. Yeah, good. Very good, folks. Have a good session. Trade safe. And we will see you tomorrow, same time. All right, folks. Good workshop. I enjoyed that as well. We might have a look at Ben's other trade idea on dollar Thai baht next week for the workshop. Anyone else wants to send anything in as well, you know where to contact me, or contact me through FXF Traders, and I will have a look at your opportunity there. May not be that week though, so don't be relying on the analysis for the next day or something. So provides a great learning opportunity for everybody, folks. So there we go. All right, hi there, Warwick. Hope you're well. All right, folks, take care, trade safe, and talk to you tomorrow.